big warm welcome to all of you on the Special Needs Children podcast. I am Chitra Iyer, a mother, financial coach, and a believer in building emotional and financial safety nets for families like ours. In our last episode, we talked about health insurance, that is Mediclaim, and why is it important to have it in place. But what I told you is that insurance by itself is not enough, that you need something else, quiet, strong, flexible, something that doesn't ask you for a hospital bill or a doctor's certificate. Let's talk today about the health corpus, what it is, how it works, and most importantly, why you need both Mediclaim and a health corpus to truly protect your family. What's the difference? Let me begin with a simple explanation. Health insurance is like a raincoat. It helps in sudden downpour, a hospitalization, an accident, or a surgery. You pay a premium and the insurer pays for large eligible expenses. But a health corpus is like carrying an umbrella, applying sunscreen, water bottle, and even an extra pair of socks in your bag. It's your own money set aside or invested to handle the everyday health needs, the unexpected expenses, and the gaps where insurance quietly disappears. So, how do these two work together? Let me walk you through how they complement each other. Insurance transfers risk to the insurer, but comes with conditions, waiting periods, sub-limits, and fine print. The corpus is your own fund, flexible, instant, and under your own control. Imagine needing home physiotherapy and alternative treatment like Ayurveda, special diagnostics or mental health support, a private nurse for your parent, or even traveling to another city for a second opinion. Insurance may say, sorry, not covered, but your health corpus says, I've got you. So, what about the real gaps? Can we look into it? One mother I worked with had insurance for an autistic son, but when he needed a customized wheelchair and daily OT visits, insurance simply didn't cover it. She had been disciplined, setting aside about 2,000 every month for the last few years. That small SIP had grown into a corpus of around 3.5 lakhs. It came to her rescue, quietly, without any paperwork, without delay. That's the beauty of a health corpus. So what does insurance miss, beyond the medical bills? Let's be honest, medical expenses can go far beyond hospital rooms and doctors. A family member staying with you during treatment, perhaps you need them with you. Special diets, vitamins, and alternative therapies. Lost income when a parent takes time off to take care of a child. Speech or other kind of therapies. A caregiver's mental health counseling. Insurance doesn't touch these. But your health corpus can hold space for all of this. So how do you go about building your health corpus? It's not about having lakhs or crores of rupees on day one. Start small, a monthly SIP in mutual funds, or earmarking part of your emergency fund for health. Even 1,000 to 10,000 rupees per month compounds over a period of time. It earns, grows, and unlike premiums, doesn't disappear if unused. And here's something very powerful. The discipline of building a health corpus makes you a conscious saver, protects other goals from being derailed, prevents you from relying on loans during emergencies. It becomes a boundary between panic and peace. For the sandwich generation like us, if you're taking care of aging parents and young children, your medical bills come from both sides. Your parents may be uninsured or uninsurable. Your child may need frequent outpatient departments at hospitals or various therapies. You might skip insurance for someone due to cost. But a health corpus becomes a multi-generational support system, a cushion that supports not just one member, but your whole ecosystem. So future-proofing with a health corpus is what we often forget. Insurance premiums rise with age. Sometimes the coverage is denied due to health history. You might miss a premium due to job loss or just sheer oversight. Your health corpus steps in as a backup plan. It continues when insurance pauses. It protects when coverage is denied. It becomes especially crucial in your post retirement years. When your child or parent is unwell, the last thing you want to deal with is paperwork, submitting 12 documents and wait for claim approvals. A health corpus gives you emotional freedom. You can act without asking. That to me is the true power of literally planning your finances. Another point is, let's not forget, we too will age. As parents of children with special needs, our minds are always on their future. But we also look in the mirror and ask, who will care for me? We may need caregivers for ourselves, assistance in recovery after surgeries, or even long term support in our later years. Insurance will rarely cover these, but your health corpus will. By building it today, you're not just protecting your child, you're also preserving your own ability to live with dignity and receive care without financial strain. Also, you can consider about gifting a health corpus. You want to gift your child something meaningful? Create a health corpus in their name. For a homemaker spouse who doesn't have a salary, give them a corpus that gives health security and dignity. For your parents, build a small fund that they can access, no questions asked. It's not just money, it's care, respect, and planning all rolled into one. Now let's come to the tax and the technicals. Insurance gives you certain tax benefits still, the Section 80D ones. A health corpus may not directly give you that, but invested smartly, say in tax efficient mutual funds or senior citizen saving schemes, it still works beautifully. And more importantly, it works instantly. Hence, the complete health puzzle, if I have to wrap it up, is that Mediclaim protects against major unexpected health events. A health corpus fills the real life gaps, adds flexibility, and builds lasting security. Don't choose one over another, choose both. That is the real magic. So after you finish watching this episode, I urge you to do just one thing. Start your health corpus. Even if it is just $1,000 or $10,000 a month. Just begin. Because in the world of health, being prepared isn't just smart, it's kind. Thank you for staying with me through this important conversation. If this episode helped you rethink your health planning, do share it with someone, a caregiver, a parent, a friend, a sibling, or a colleague. Someone who needs to hear that they can take control of their health journey. Until next time, keep planning with love and keep building with purpose.